What's going on, guys? So today we have another rankings video with all of these brand new relievers coming out that have actually kind of changed the game a little bit. We're going to be ranking the best relievers, the relievers after this inning, and all of this stuff that you guys need to get. This has got new guys on the list like Kenley Jansen and Gossage and even the Lee Smith type guys that all came from the Run It Back program. I wanted to get out this video because there's so many new relievers out there, and if you guys are trying to build a bullpen and you want to know which bullpen is going to be the best, what players are going to pitch the best, these are my tips videos. These are all ranked individually, and there's a reason behind every single one of these ranking one of these cards except for 3 of them, and I just know a lot of these cards are going to be good based on last year's cards. I've pitched with these. If they're not this year, I've pitched with them last year, and that's why they're on the list, because I know that they'll be that good. Anyways, guys, if you like this type of content, before we get into this, if you guys hit that like button, that sub button, it really helps me out a ton. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alright, so today we're going to start with some honorable mentions, and actually these guys are all guys who are really good. I wanted to make them in the list, but they just didn't quite make the cut. Our first one today is going to be Garrett Crochet. He's a good pitcher. He hasn't done that great for me, but he also hasn't pitched a lot for me. Pretty much a free guy. He was in the Tops Now thing. You could have gotten this guy for free. He's only pitched 1.2 innings for me. I just feel like he doesn't have a necessary pitch that just makes him better, and so that's why he's not in the top 10. Although I might start pitching with him more and end up really liking this card, and he could move higher in the rankings. But as of right now, I haven't used him enough, and I don't really feel comfortable with putting him in the top 10. So that's why he didn't make the list. Our next guy is going to be actually Dellin Betances. Really good windup, kind of glitchy slurve. His slurve moves a ton, an absolute ton, and that's why it's really good. The 2-seamer and the 4-seamer both look different, and that's what I like. So they do kind of go as different pitches, but he doesn't have something that goes down. If he had a changeup, he would be a lot better, but he just doesn't this year, and that's why he didn't really make the cut. And our next guy is actually going to be a guy that I use in my pin, so we'll go and look at him, and it's going to be actually Wade Davis. Now, Wade Davis, I feel like he's good and all. He just doesn't really have what I need him to do. He's pitched good for me so far, but I just don't absolutely love his pitch mix. I love that he has sinker cutter, but there's just something about his windup. I feel like he's going to get hit very hard. He might be in your guys' top 10. He just didn't make mine. Alright, so now that we get into our list, let's go into our 10 spot. Our 10 spot is somebody that is actually brand new in the inning. I haven't gotten him yet, but I know he's going to be good because he has a really good stretch, and I feel like his pitching motion is really good. It's going to be none other than Craig Kimbrel. Now, Craig Kimbrel, he doesn't look amazing off the stat sheet, but you look, actually, his hits per 9 and Ks per 9 are amazing. I mean, 123, 125, you're not going to get much better than that. What I like about this card is he throws gas. He's going to be throwing 101 at his fastball. His knuckle curve is 85 and his slider is 92. Those are great differentials for only having 3 pitches. He has stuff that moves a little bit different. If he had a changeup, he'd be better because it's just something that's straight down, or a 12-6 even. But I really like this card. I feel like he's going to be good, and that's why he actually made the 10 spot today. A little bit quick note on that card too is he probably will go back to like 15K once more people advance to the inning and start playing the game a little bit more, a lot like Whitley and stuff. So this is kind of a budget beast, and I think that a lot of you guys can use this card and like this card, and that's why he's at the 10 spot. So at number 9 today, we have a card that I absolutely love. Man, did I want to put this guy higher on the list. I couldn't do it with some of the other guys. They're just a little bit better, and that's Lee Smith. Lee Smith has been a dog for me. Don't look at that because that was an event where he gave up like 3 runs, but other than that, he's been lights out. I love this guy this year. He just has a good cutter. He has a good motion, good control, which I love. And the thing about him is that his stuff just moves. I mean, his forkball is disgusting. It's a lot like Raleigh Fingers, and he's got a slider and a cutter and a 4-seamer that's like consistently 101, 102. Guys, this card is amazing. If you don't have him, you should pick him up. He's not very expensive right now. You can pick him up for literally about 21K, and I really recommend it. He's a lot of guys' closers right now. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a budget beast because he's over 20K, but this guy is amazing, and I highly recommend him. That's why he's at the 9 spot today. At number 8 today, we have Eric Gagne. Now, Eric Gagne has been really good for me in 20 innings, having a 3.1 ERA. Just the guys ahead of him, I had to put ahead of him just because I feel like they're better in some of the stats categories and better than some of like the differentials and stuff. The thing that's so great about this card too is look at the hits per 9 and Ks per 9. they were maxed out, and his home runs per 9 is 95. This is one of the best pitchers in the league, and I mean, he was so good, like in the game at least. He's so good. He was a flawless reward last year. Nobody had him, but he was disgusting. His windup and his motion is kind of glitchy. That four-seamer, although it's only like 99, it'll catch up to you, and you will absolutely look stupid by swinging at it, especially with the combo with the changeup, with the slider. I like that he has something that goes to the left. I actually use that slider a lot when I pitch, and I like Gagne. That's why he's at the number 8 spot today. At the number 7 spot today, we have a card that I absolutely hate. I sold him because he got railed on my team, but he's still one of the he is the second best lefty in the game, and that's pretty much not up for debate. And this is actually Aroldis Chapman. Aroldis Chapman in 14 innings had a 6.4 ERA for me, so he just really didn't do it for me. I didn't really like him. I felt like he didn't really pitch good, that his differentials weren't as great as I wanted to. For some reason, he got absolutely railed, and so he just wasn't the pitcher for me. So I parted ways with this guy, but he was really good, and he's a good pitcher. He pitches good against me a lot. Other times, I rail him. He's very off and on. That's why he's at the 7 spot, because I feel like the guys ahead of him are just better. But he's one of the best lefties in the game, and he's a lot of guys' only lefty in the pen. His 85, honestly, is pitched good for me, too, as I feel like it was a really glitchy card for a long time. For some reason, this Aroldis Chapman just didn't get the job done for me. So that's why he's at the number 7 spot today. At number 6 today, we have somebody who I absolutely love. He has honestly been the GOAT since day one on this team, and that is Rollie Fingers. Rollie Fingers has pitched 43 innings for me and only has a 2.7 ERA. Like, oh my gosh, he's insane. He's got 54 Ks, so he's got above a 1 innings per pitch per strikeout rate, which I really like. His stuff just moves so much. At this point in the year, he's still really, really good. And he's honestly one of the best guys from the XP reward path, as he was starting to see Kluber and all of them to fall off. I just really feel like Rollie Fingers has been that guy all year that I can really rely on. I mean, he's got the 99 home run per 9, and he's got really good control. His slider and his sinker are dirty. His forkball's dirty. His four-seam looks different than his sinker, which is really important. And I think he's a great player and a great pitcher, and that's why he's at the 6th spot today. At the number 5 spot today, we have a guy that I don't have. I just never really see the need of this card. But he had to be at the 5 spot because he's honestly pretty disgusting. And that is going to be Rob Dibble. Like, Rob Dibble he's really good. He throws gas. He throws 102, and for some reason, this guy comes out of the pin and I cannot hit him. I genuinely just cannot hit this guy. He is filthy, but he's a great pitcher, and that's why I got to put him at this list. I feel like he's better than everyone else on that list that I've put so far. He really makes a solid 5 spot, as he should probably be in your guys' pen. He's dropped a lot since a lot of new guys have come out, and a bunch of the headliners packs have been more available, so that's why he's only at 86K today. But I really like this card, and I think that he deserves to be a top 5 bullpen arm because he's honestly that good. At number 4 today, we have a guy that I have kind of done bad with since I prestiged him, but it's going to be Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera, he is disgusting. Don't let it go wrong. He's still really good. He has a 6.4 ERA for me. But the big problem is I pitched him in the event whenever it was All-Star, and he got hit, so I don't really count it against him. He's still good. I still use him in ranked. Probably my number 1 guy out of my pen right now, so he's really good. He's going to be amazing, and I feel like he's still one of the best guys with cutter sinker in the game. He's just not quite the best, and so as all these other guys came out, yes, I have him prestige. Yes, he's very good. He just isn't one of the best guys anymore, as I think that there are 3 guys that are simply better than him. And let's get into the top 3. So at number 3 today in our top 3, we actually have Kenley Jansen. Now, obviously, I don't have this card yet. I haven't been grinding as hard as I usually do, but I will get him eventually. The thing about Kenley Jansen is last year he was just so good. Look at the guy's control. He's got 92 control. His per 9s are absolutely amazing. 121, 125 with an 85 home run per 9. That's just unsaid. It's just that good. His differentials are good. I love that his slider is his secondary pitch, which means he's going to have more control of this guy. He's going to be disgusting. I'm really looking forward to this guy being one of the top 3 relievers. And honestly, he might get higher in that list, as I don't know. but we'll see whenever I pitch him if he's better than he even was last year. This was my dude last year in the Signature Series. I literally dropped $50 just to get this guy. Like, he is so good, so I'm not going to be, like, hesitant on using this Kenley Jansen. These next two guys I just feel like are a little bit better, and they're going to be really cool once I get them. Alright, so our second guy today is actually going to be Rich Gossage. Now, I am grinding the event every day, and I will get him eventually. I just don't have him yet. But you can't argue with his stats. 124 hits per 9, 125 Ks per 9 with a 99 home run per 9. Oh my gosh, those per 9s are the best out of pretty much every pitcher. The control is where he sucks, but he's got outlier on his fastball, which is nuts. So his sinker is going to look disgusting because it's a different pitch speed than his four-seamer. His four-seamer is going to be 102 pretty much every time, and his sinker is going to be like 96. This guy's slurve, when I say is disgusting, it is disgusting. I think he has the best slurve in the game, and so I think he's going to be so good. I'm really looking forward to using this card as he's just going to be nuts for me. And he's going to be my first guy out of the pen once I get him. I'm not going to sell this guy. He's that good. I'm going to grind him. I'm going to use him like hell. And he's going to be my best guy out of the bullpen who's going to be an absolute dog. So today we're getting into our number one spot, and you guys probably guessed who it was. But I just can't argue with how good he is. It's Billy Wagner. Billy Wagner, he is disgusting this year. I have faced him in the event. I have faced him on ranked. Whenever I'm getting higher up in the ranks, there are guys that have this card, and oh my gosh, it is disgusting. He just throws so hard. His four-seamer is 102. He's the most expensive card in the game other than really Pools right now, and I don't know if Pools has dropped or not, but 1 million stubs, and if you look at the guy's buy orders, he's got 60 buy orders at 1 million stubs. Like, that's how good this card is. He's worth that much because he's that good, and that's why he's at the number one spot today, because he's just simply the best reliever in the game, in my opinions. Anyways, guys, if you thought that I left anybody's out or you thought the rankings were bad, let me know in that comment section below, as I love talking about these type of things, and I would just love to kind of have a conversation about it with you guys in the comment section. If you guys like this video and you want more videos like this, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.